can't be a crime lord without a crew. Now he has a crew. A bunch of millennials on, yellow and red big wheels. Come on.
And they're like, they have robot implants. They look like
they're hybrids. They're hybrids, dude. Come on.
I was like, I was expecting like 8 foot tall robot looking dudes. They got like armor and everything. This guy's got a little thing on his monocle.
What are you, the Borg? Like, what are you, the Borg or something, dude, out here?
And that's all he has is implants. He's got a monocle.
And then what about that one person who like throws a little snake, electronic arm or a tail or, braid or something, and this dude. this joint, 3 episodes in, this joint is getting worse every episode.
It is literally getting worse.
He is a crime lord. It looks like it's possible here. He's a crime lord with a millennial crew. Dude, in the big wheels. I mean, I can't, like I was saying before, like when they were going with the scenes, when they were showing the scenes with these, his crew on these like bikes or whatever they are, the scenes were jumpy a little bit because like when they were doing the real goofy stuff, like jumping over, like, I mean, dude, like, almost like going on a ramp with a motorcycle. This, man, is so cheesy. It's like, it's not even funny. I was
choking on water watching it. Like I literally choked on water. I think it's serious.
It is so cheesy. It's just like we are 3 episodes in, and I don't even know, like, if we should even continue this like journey.
Here's the thing, though: when they brought in that assassin, the Wookiee assassin, and he was just tossing everybody around, nobody could beat him except the trapdoor. The trapdoor saved their lives. If it wasn't for that trapdoor, it would have been a wrap. He would have killed everybody in there with no resistance. How is these guys supposed to run anything if everybody beats them? I don't understand that.
Yeah, that assassin Wookiee was like off the chain though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had the brass knuckles, the electric brass. Like, he was laying people out. And the water guy that came in at the beginning of the show, and he's like, nobody respects you. I'm like, yes. Why should they?
Exactly. And then like Jabba gave him a gift, which is obviously a trap. But like, do I want a monster for a gift? I'm like, no, take that away. He was able to. The Jabbas were like, we're gone, and like Boba Fett gave like the assassin Wookiee back to Jabba's, and they were like the Hutts, and they were like, no, you keep him. Why didn't he make that assassin Wookiee part of his crew?
I don't understand. He's purely for hire. Clearly, you can pay him and be like, "Yo, you're gonna be part of my team."
Like,
you can actually get some work done.
You have an assassin Wookiee on your team. Come on.
I don't. The dude with the brass knuckles who's laying everybody out. Why wouldn't you want him to work for you? I don't understand that. From a logical standpoint, you'd be like, "This guy's the best person here. Everybody else are fired. I don't need you anymore." I like he took the Rancor because he had the Rancor in the pit because it's a callback to Jabba the Hutt in Empire Return of the Jedi. Okay, cool. So you got a Rancor. He's depressed, bruh.
No, come on.
Depressed Rancor. He's like, he's sad. Oh,
I mean, it's terrible. And the Tusken village got destroyed. I mean, they came in there and just like, I don't know is that a dream or is that for real?
No, that's for real. But but this always happens to them because these guys are terrible. So whenever it gets a handle, they're like, "Yo, burn this whole village down. They're done." Anytime anybody sees them, they're like, "Burn the village," because they're terrible. You can't reform the Tusken Raiders and be like, "These guys are the good ones." They only slave and murder and pillage. But these are the better for like what? No. All right, this is dumb.
Do you think that moving forward, this can get so much better and just blows you away?
Impossible. It's literally impossible. The premise is dumb because you made him not understand anything about anything, and the show is built around his knowledge of nothing. That ruins any potential of it getting better because he should know. Like, here's the thing, though. Boba Fett has done missions on Tatooine. He knows where everything is already. He knew who the Hutts were. He knew who's the boss of what.
knew
he doesn't
everything.
need whatever what is her name? The girl's name.
Fennec
Finn
Shad or
Finnick. He
Finnick.
shouldn't need her. He dealt directly with the
I,
original boss, Boba Fett,
I don't
and he
see
was
that she
there on
has
there.
skills anyway.
No, but I'm just saying, like, based on the movies
Mm-hmm.
and even the books or whatever, you can go. You just take the movies as it stands right now.
Mm-hmm.
Boba Fett's done missions on Tatooine.
Right.
He's worked for Jabba the Hutt directly.
Yep. True.
All right. So by those two things alone, he should know everything about everything over there because you can't be an assassin and go into a place and not have any intel. Like that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like literally a bounty hunter assassin who's going to a place that has no intel. That makes zero sense.
I
How could
don't.
you be this feared in the galaxy and not know anything? That's impossible.
Well,
I'm
they
sorry.
call him old, feeble.
Yeah, but he looks old
Um,
and feeble.
he drinks. He goes to bed at 3 p.m. and he drinks warm milk before he goes to bed. This guy,
This guy's
listen.
got
This is it's funny because it just goes to show you that someone said, "Hey, here's a bag. Make a really bad show, a filler show,
yeah.
and but here's a bag." It's sad because you could have taken that money and done like other creative things that would have been so much
Anything
better.
else better.
Yeah,
So, but here's
it's
the thing
just
though. A lot of people are like, this show or whatever, this movie ruined my childhood.
mhm.
This show is literally ruining my childhood.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is not
not what
good.
I think of this guy. I think of badass with a jetpack that, shoots up and he's the only one that captured Han Solo for all these movies and everybody else. He's the only one that got it done. He's the only, like to say, like, my impression of Boba Fett has always been badass, not old tired guy who doesn't know what he's doing. That was like you could have made it like, oh, he had amnesia and now he's trying to get back. I'd have been like, you know what? All right, fine. He's got
No.
space amnesia. All right, cool, cool, cool. No, he knows everything, and he's terrible at his job. He's getting consistently tossed around in every episode. The Tusken Raiders tossed him around. The people in the village tossed him around. Now the Wookiee tossed him around. Like who can he be?
the
Why should he be in charge?
the Huts have they're setting him up for something. Um,
Well, they got the guys they took the train from.
mhm.
They made them the big bad, the fish people who need water, who are on a planet of sand. That's a
Yeah.
great villain for you. That sounds like they're never gonna come back to haunt you. Like, why would you even work? Okay, for strategically, why would you ever work on a planet that has no water for a bunch of fish people? That doesn't make any sense. I would never go to that place. Say like if you were on a map, you're like, oh, we gotta stop at Tatooine. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let's just skip that planet. Let's keep going. Let's find some place with water.
Or why would you accept a huge monster from your competition, your
That's
enemies, the
also a good
Huts?
point.
Because it's like maybe there's a bomb inside this monster, you know? It's
Like,
just like, you're a crime lord. It's like, no, 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 you can have that. I don't want that.
why would you accept anything from these people? I've been like, nah,
Yeah.
you're good. Yo, you keep it. It's yours.
This
But
is this is the dumbest. I mean, listen,
Mhm.
Jupiter's legacy was sort of dumb, right?
Yes, yes,
it
I
was sort
agree.
of dumb, but this is really dumb. I mean, this Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett, this is really
Mhm.
dumb. And it's again, it's sad because it's like, wow, this is what they're feeding us because they can and they
Mhm.
just have the money, and it's just like, hey, we need something that's filler. I think you're
Yeah,
also doing a slight injustice to the Mandalorian on some level, right?
yeah. It's diminished the Mandalorian greatly
Yeah,
because of how bad this is.
they should have combined the two, or Boba Fett should have been younger. I don't know, dude, but we're
Yeah,
not
you're
reviewing
right.
this joint. I'm not reviewing this. We're
Doing
3 episodes in. Why would we review it at even episode number 4, even if it's a great episode,
Yeah,
which I
that's the
doubt.
thing though. Look, I would have watched Boba Fett in his prime.
Mm,
This guy, and no offense to the actor, because I did like him. He's done some stuff that I do like, but like
mm.
he looks washed up and
He's
he looks
washed
like
up,
he's just
dude.
collecting a check
That's it.
rather than like even like him delivering the lines, he's just like, I gotta say this now. Okay,
Right.
I need the Space Vespers crew to go help me. Like he's not enthused about this. It doesn't look like he cares. And I'm sorry.
I,
It looks like he's just taking the check. I'm sorry, man.
I'm
I
more
hope I'm
vested in
wrong.
I'm more vested in what the Gamorreans are saying, and I can't even understand them. Just like, oh yeah, they have an interesting plot line, dude. Come on,
Yeah.
listen. And then the Fennec person, right? It's just like she's not fearless enough for me, right? She's just a
Yeah.
sort of background character. It's just like, oh, she's there. Oh, who is that? It's just she's irrelevant at this point.
She's giving him information that he should already know. And
Yeah.
that's the part that annoys me so much about it. Because like if he was there telling her like, hey, you gotta do this or whatever for me or whatever, I'd be like, you know what? All right, that makes sense. But Boba Fett, the character, should know all of the stuff that she's telling him, who the mayor is, why he's running. Like he should know all of these things. Why would you try and take over this thing? You don't know any. You don't understand how the plot works. How how any of this? It's insane to me, and I can't stress this enough to me. For this guy, like she should be the boss. She understands the thing better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he there?
Yeah.
And he can't even fight. He has to sleep in the chamber. This is to heal him every night. Like, bruh, you if he was like, hey, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna assist you with any information I know while you become the crime boss, that would have made more sense to me. Cause he looks washed up.
When the
I'm sorry to the actor,
he's
man. I'm
definitely
sorry.
washed up. But when the Pikes Syndicate, see, they have a name, right? The Pikes Syndicate, right? They came off the transport. They came in numbers, a crew.
Yeah.
They
And
were
he's
like,
supposed to make it
"Yo, we
scary.
here. What's up? What's going
I'm
on?"
not I'm not scared of the fish people on the sand planet. I'm not scared of
Exactly.
them.
Like, what's up? We're the the
All
Pikes
you need to
Syndicate.
do is take care of their water supply. Done. They're gonna leave.
That's
That's
it,
it.
man.
That train was full of water, which was going all over. Which we won't get into that again, but the
It's
train
just
was full of water because they need the
totally
water.
insane. It's ridiculous, man. This is like the book of Boba Fett. We are talking about chapter 3 or episode 3. We're not reviewing this. We're not
No,
playing around with this. We'll watch it.
no,
But this is the dumbest show I've seen. Again,
trash.
it's the dumbest, silliest. It's just made. It's a sloppy sort of production, and it doesn't do the Mandalorian or Boba Fett, who is like a rock star in that space. It gives
Yes,
them no, absolutely, it does nothing for him. It makes
like
him look
every
weak.
kid growing up in the '80s wanted to be Luke Skywalker or Boba Fett or Han Solo. I would give him Han Solo, but like those three people, that's it. That was the crew. Everybody wanted to be one of these three people. And now you're looking at they made Luke Skywalker like he just gave up on the Force. Like, I don't know what that is about. They made Han Solo a terrible father, and you got an emo son, which is also nonsense. And then this, you ruined Boba Fett. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, come on.
I
Oh
grew
my
up in the
God.
'80s, right? I remember with the when Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi came out, how much everybody's like, yo, Boba Fett's a badass. We had, as a kid, we had arguments about how much of a badass he was. It was like, is he a 10 or is he a 15 out of 10? Like, that's what we used to argue about as kids. Like, why would you do this? This doesn't make any sense. This legacy is trash. I'm sorry, it is garbage.
This is this is not good, man. We're not going to review this. We will continue watching
I'm
it, but
disappointed.
I'm not putting any series production value
No.
like and even
You press record and you just rip it for however long it takes.
no
Right?
intro, no outro. We're done.
No, just rip it for where this the color Vespas, the space Vespa. Like, come on, man.
And they were jumping. It was almost like they were doing Evil Knievel stunts, but you saw the jittery of the film or the digital film because it was just like they couldn't get it together. They're like, trying to man, oh my goodness. When I saw the big wheels, I just tripped out. I was like, okay, we're done. When I saw the big wheels, dude, I was like, okay, so we are traveling down a path of extreme stupidity
Yes.
and just like ridiculousness.
I don't know who this is for. I'm sorry. I don't. Who is this supposed to be marketed to? Because the people who are old enough to know who Boba Fett is thinks he's a badass.
Mhm.
And then you're selling us the Burger King Kids Club Vespa, whatever. Like, no, who's this for? I don't understand.
We're done with this.